At the Helm is brought to you by Boat US. Better boating starts here.
So we've all been there, right? It's a beautiful day, the marina is full, spectators galore, and we have to wedge into that tight slip. Pressure, just a little bit, right? This time in our At the Helm with Boat US segment, we'll show you stress-free techniques for backing a twin into the tightest slip in the marina.
Hi folks, I'm Lenny Rudo from Boat US Magazine, and you know, we at Boat US understand that one of the most stressful parts of a day of boating is actually docking your boat, especially when you happen to have the worst slip in the marina. The reason this slip is so tough is because you have to back into its starboard side too, and you can't maneuver beyond the slip thanks to the pier being in the way. Oh, and let's make it a little worse. Let's park an oversized boat in the slip across the way. Now, your slip, I certainly hope, isn't quite this bad, but if you boat long enough, sooner or later, you're going to have to squeeze into a tight spot like this. So, let's see how it's done. Rule number one is to check something like a flag to see how the wind may affect your boat, and check something in the water to see how the current may affect your boat. Rule number two, come in slow. I mean, it sounds like common sense, but you'd be amazed at how many people come in hot and end up hitting something. Rule number three, when you're on a twin-engine boat, center your wheel and then leave it alone. It's much easier to steer with the throttles, and as soon as you touch that wheel and get the outboards out of alignment, you're sure to make mistakes. Now, as I actually approach the slip, what I'll try to do is swing the bow to port as much as I possibly can while moving the boat forward as much as I possibly can. You really need to maximize the space that is available to you. As I do this, remember, it's all with the throttles. I'm not touching the wheel. However, I will favor leaving the port throttle in reverse, and the starboard throttle I'll take in and out of gear. The reason for this is your forward throttle always has more thrust, so it's a little easier to adjust that way. Now here's where it gets trickier, folks, and this is why not being able to maneuver beyond this slip makes things so difficult. You really can't line up exactly for the slip. The bow of the boat is always going to be cocked a little bit to port after I'm able to back in. So what I'll do is I'll just reverse the throttles from what I was doing earlier. Starboard goes into reverse, port goes into forward. That kicks the bow around, and I can line up just right to back into the slip. Well, I'm in. Believe me, folks, with a little bit of practice, anybody can dock in a really tough slip, even the worst slip in the marina. Well, I hope you'll go to BoatUS.com and check out the magazine and what other videos and articles we have to offer.
Thanks, Lenny. As always, another tip that'll keep this drifter docking like a pro. Better boating starts at BoatUS.com. Visit them for more helpful boating tips.
Boat US has been looking after the interests of recreational boaters for over 55 years. Our goal? To make boating better, safer, and worry-free. From coast to coast and over 600 towboats strong, the Towboat US fleet is the nation's largest. So when you need help on the water, you're not alone. For a day of worry-free boating, take us with you by downloading the Boat US app to get a tow or check weather and tides. Better boating starts here. Join today.